What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Salt and Light Podcast, the number one podcast in Cumberland County, maybe.
That's right.
I'm here with
Might
Keenan, who's eating Triscuits, Graham and Kurt, and me.
What's up, everyone?
Keenan, welcome back. We missed you last week. Oh, yeah, you're muted. Sorry.
Thanks.
He was muted because he was eating.
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Yes, Keenan's back. It's exciting.
People are excited about that.
And he's so excited that he can't stop eating.
Yeah.
Keenan's back.
Yeah.
Well, whenever Keenan
Gonna have
comes into
less
this
time to
room before the Salt and Light podcast, he always has what I call lunch of a snack because he has about 10 different snacks that he's trying to mow down before
He's got
the
a box of
podcast,
Triscuits
so.
and four empty wrappers.
Keenan has a really high
Mixed
metabolism,
nuts.
which is great.
I think
You can't answer.
I think we've got a full show for today.
And high cholesterol.
We got a full show.
Full show,
What are we gonna talk
full
about?
docket. So we're going to start out with the anatomy of desire.
Come on,
That's what I'm calling it.
I love that.
We're talking a little bit about this. So let's start out with the easy thing. So we were even talking about this today with Keenan a little bit. What? Well, so here's how it might go. Let's see. So let's say I'll use an example, and then we'll get some feedback. That I might not have any desire. What are we doing now?
Well, Keenan
Paying
just put
attention?
all of his
Okay.
packets of peanuts that he ate
All right.
from his lunch.
We
of a
need to
snack
be
on
all on the
table.
same.
They're
same thing
cashews.
here. Okay.
I'm ready, Kurt.
All right. Very good. So, for instance, I might not have any desire for a flashlight, but I'll start looking at them on Amazon, and it'll create a desire for a flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
can
then
understand.
Then I'll start doing that. So can we then get another example? You were talking about we were talking about like tractors or something like that just a minute ago, right? So you might not even be thinking about them.
Nope.
Until you wet your whistle.
Well, hold on. I'm always thinking about tractors.
Okay.
That's true.
The average Joe,
Keenan's
probably
a
not.
tractor man.
But yeah, until you wet your whistle and you go, oh, what could I do with that? And then you're on Facebook Marketplace.
That's right. And we're going to lead it to someplace. How about you, Graham? Give me something, the anatomy of desire for you. What has wet your whistle made you suddenly want more?
Well, the first thing that came to my mind was during the pandemic, I got into disc golf, and I was.
I thought you were going to say disco.
No,
Okay,
disco. Yeah, no, not disco. Disc golf. Yeah, and so I was watching a lot of disc golf tournaments on YouTube,
Yeah.
and so I was just thinking about it all the time. Would love to go out and play.
Yeah.
There's more time on my hands back then during the pandemic, so
Yeah.
got me outside.
Yeah.
And so whenever I would watch the videos, though,
Were you still on payroll?
I was on payroll at the time. Okay, I just wasn't going to the gym as much, so it was like my substitute for the gym because all the gyms were closed down. And
If
this
it was
is
a
also
real
when everyone
sport-
was going for walks outside.
If it was a real sport, it wouldn't have been on YouTube. It would have been on ESPN too.
Wow,
It is
That's
on
a
TV.
huge
Disc
insult.
golf's on TV, isn't it?
Actually, I've seen it on TV.
I don't know. Is it on TV?
Okay.
I watched this
It's not on
channel
ESPN
called Gomez Pro, and they do it like a legit golf tournament. They have like two announcers. They like kind of whisper and talk about people's
Like,
You
do
know,
they clap really quietly,
drives
like
and
in golf?
putts and all this stuff, and it's pretty fun to watch. Actually,
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while,
Excellent
but
So you go up and do that. How about you, Adam?
Yeah, I've
Like
definitely
different LaCroix flavors?
can
or-
relate.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you.
Give me something.
I'll tell you. In the last few years, the algorithm of Instagram advertisements has drastically increased.
Oh,
Probably
really?
kind of in a bad way, but in
It's
a
like
good way for
Battleship.
them.
They're really like starting to
It's
hit.
crazy though. Like
So what's showing up?
it's not even like things that I've said, but it somehow that shows me things that I've never thought of before, but I want.
Wow.
And I have bought things sometimes because of an Instagram ad. I will
Nice.
say,
Can you
Really?
give us an example?
my wallet that I have,
Can
which
I
is
see-
a good purchase.
Guess your wallet.
Kurt's a big wallet
It's
guy.
a MagSafe wallet. Sticks to my phone.
Really?
It holds more cards than the Apple one.
I have a Wojo wallet. It's actually less than this. It's more.
Okay.
It's more minimal.
Well, maybe I like this one.
Yeah, I mean, you might. Because
I
you don't,
do.
you don't know. See, if I showed you my wallet, you might start to desire that.
I probably would.
What about this?
Nope. Too big.
That is a fatty. Yeah, that's gonna throw my hip out.
Yeah.
I
that'll
keep it in
be
my
awkward.
front
George-
pocket.
It's a George Costanza wallet.
You're
I
a
keep-
front pocket wallet guy.
I am a front pocket wallet guy because my back
Interesting.
does hurt when I have it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Really?
It's that heavy.
Yeah, no, it's because of the
From
way you're
sitting on it?
sitting, right?
Yeah,
If it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
half an inch or an inch, it's just enough to throw your little vertebrae off. So
So what we've proven here scientifically amongst the four of us is that by the power of suggestion, we can start to desire something. So how do we use this to have people desire Jesus more?
Sounds manipulative.
Make advertisements for Jesus and
Well,
The Chosen
it
did
show
that
up on their
already.
Instagram.
Yeah, what's going on with The
we
Chosen?
talked about it. Just a minute. Don't digress.
already had
Don't
the
digress.
Chosen episode.
We're still trying to say, how do we get fired up to want to go after more and more of Jesus if we know that just getting things in front of our faces start to give us desire? Keenan.
I'm raising my hand.
Yeah.
As
Someday
you talk
you'll
about
know
that, I have this moment that I had yesterday that's
Okay.
very similar to that. But I think in general, what made it so attractive was recognizing not what he wanted, this guy that I was chatting with, but what was missing,
Mhm.
right? So identifying the void first really helped, right? With having oh wow, and again, he knows me, he knows my role here at the church. He and his family have been connecting to the church, but what he realized was there's this void in my life, and I know that there's only certain things that can fill it, and a couple of them I've already tried, and they wane after a while. So that conversation, for me, chatting with him about abundant life, incredible peace, joy that overflows, presence with your family, not feeling the weight of the world and the responsibilities that you've taken on and the things that he does for work. And every single time you could see him go, yeah, right. Like, and at that point he said, I want this life. So there's an easy conversation into some discipleship days that we'll have together, and then baptism. But to that point, it was interesting to watch him almost begin salivating over 40 minutes of talking about what Jesus offers us, and I've found in Jesus.
And was he was sort of an unbeliever, would you have called him before? Or?
No, he'd been around the church before, but was jaded by the church and nominally a believer, but knew that there is a difference between going to church on a Sunday and experiencing the fullness of life in Jesus. And he's at that point where he goes, that's what I want, because it's been presented to him.
Do you think, this is for everybody, that there's that same opportunity amongst folks who come to East Point right now, for instance, that there could be a raise in the temperature of desire, that there's room for that, to want even more of him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Adam says yes. I want to hear.
Well, yeah, there's always room for more desire, because we're never going to reach the final stage of being a Christian.
Maximum desire.
Keenan's looking at me really weirdly.
There's two
someday
islands.
you'll know that when we switch to video. But what I was thinking of while you were saying that, and when I was just thinking about your question, was that kind of what we're thinking of is the power of our testimonies, and like talking about the void that we've had, and then talking about what Jesus did to get us out of that void, or to fill that void, and then how we are different, is kind of like this could have the same effect on people. At least that's what I've heard in doing the baptism videos. That kind of has the same effect on people that like the advertisements would have of something that you didn't know you needed. And then, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
It does.
as we're Jesus billboards, so to speak,
Right.
that's going to start to make people think about things.
Mm-hmm.
But much like the advertising world has capitalized on, they come out and say, essentially, a lot of these advertising, your life sucks without this product. For the gospel, it's essentially your life sucks, period.
Yeah, that's the only time it's actually true.
That's right, apart from Jesus. And so like Lysol wipes or a new medication that's going to clear up my plaque psoriasis, like not a big deal. But when it comes to the gospel, I mean, it is a big deal if you struggle with plaque psoriasis. But if Jesus is presented in a way that's like, hey, it's just going to be better. It's just going to be better for your life. So many people are going to go, I mean, what's the need, right? But when we identify the need, and even that conversation, it wasn't, so you're a sinner, huh? I mean, that's not how we started it. It was, you're missing out on life. There's got to be, Well, then identifying, that's brokenness. That's separation from God. And there's sin in your life that separates you even further, right? They go, oh, yeah, I guess you're right. And identifying that with them. Well, here's life. So, I think to that point that the Holy Spirit's a way better algorithm
For me?
So I got a question.
Yeah.
A question for Graham then along these lines. So when Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they will be filled."
Yep.
How do you get that hunger going?
It's a really good question.
Thanks. Give me a really good answer.
Well, you have to have the steak out in front of you,
Yeah.
and I think you have to know what you're hungry for. I think it helps to get like a taste, to experience some of the goodness of God first, to sit. Like last night I went to the prayer night, and Magdalene went and talked to some of the women on staff. And
was it really awesome?
What's that?
Prayer night?
Oh, it was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a fillet on a plate?
Kurt was actually dropping like tweets. I wrote a couple of them down.
Did you tweet him?
I was like,
You
wow,
live
that was
tweeting the
profound.
Is it
I
called
didn't tweet
musking now?
because musking?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Eloning.
But no, it was like, man, I didn't realize how much I needed this. And it kind of helped me kind of wet my whistle again for the Lord in that way of just having that solid, quiet time away from the girls where I could just sit in the Lord's presence. And there was a couple of times where I really felt his presence strongly. And I was just like, this is really nice. And so I think that helps helps me to have more of a desire for him.
So you'd recommend the Lord's presence?
I would highly recommend
Highly?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Strongly recommend it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 experience every time.
Yeah.
It's crazy though how quickly we can kind of like go, at least for myself, go into a prayer experience like that and then go back into the world and then be like, what the heck? Why am I going back into the world so quickly?
Yeah.
Like that evening I went back on my, can you cut that out?
Please. It's so loud in my ears.
I went back into my Facebook and I was just looking at Facebook videos and I was like, why am I doing this? I was just vegging out to it. And I just thought to myself, like, this is not better than what I was just experiencing an hour ago. But yeah, it's crazy how quickly the world kind of just draws you back in. You know what I mean?
So you almost, because I've thought about this before too, because I'll sometimes get my brain after a good Jesus time just wants a break because it's just too intense. How do we? I haven't even thought about this. I've never formed this question in my mind. How do we have more Jesus perseverance of just his blast of goodness? Oh, more. I want to be able to
Training, I
want to
guess.
endure more goodness.
Grandma's going to really appreciate and like this example, but
Nice.
Come on.
I mean, it's like going to the gym and
Come on.
the first time you go to
I
gym,
love
you're
this
not.
example.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
love language.
The first time you go to gym, you're not going to be able to handle that much weight or that much reps, but that many reps. But the more you do it, the more you'll be able to endure in that. And in the same way, you kind of need to exercise those spiritual muscles, I guess, to have more perseverance, more endurance with that.
Teach.
Nice. Nice.
It's good stuff.
I'm
Kind
gonna-
of like radiation, where like if you're exposed too long, it just like overwhelms you.
Yeah. But
Is
this
what
is
like
good.
radiation?
This is a good overwhelm.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not saying like
Yeah.
it's not.
I've never
perfect
been
analogy.
exposed to radiation before, so I'm
No,
not
you
sure.
haven't. You usually wear a Geiger counter,
You haven't?
and but I think when it comes to, I think it also in the mystery of it all with Jesus, his presence, his spirit, he gives us exactly what we need too, right? So I think we can all of a sudden say, "Well, I want more," and in his fathering of us, that's been something that's been really on my mind. Is like God wants to father us, right? He's not this father whose job is done because he sent his son Jesus and Jesus is taking care of it, and God's sitting back, I don't want to use the word passively, but sitting back not fathering. He's like constantly fathering us. And so to Kurt's question, it's more like, man, is that how God fathered me in that moment? That's enough for me. Like, thank you, God. And to persevere and to strive, to seek more, it's almost like, no, what you gave me was enough. But to constantly seek with a pure heart for those moments where he continues to want to father us through his spirit or through his word. And so, yeah. No,
It's interesting, kind of going back to the whole idea of being fed up with our normal life. Like the things that we feel like, oh, this is what life is, and then we don't really even realize that it's not life at all. Like there's this practice that we did in my MDiv it was like a spiritual formation class. At the end of every day, you wrote down all the things that you feel like were life-giving and where you experienced the life of the Lord, and then you wrote down all of the things that you felt like were stealing your life away. And so, like, the children outside of this room right now, they're laughing. They're full of life.
They're an absolute blessing. That's why we built this place.
And so they would write that down at the end of the day. But it was really cool for me because I was just recognizing all of the areas in my life where I was like, yeah, that left me feeling pretty empty afterwards. Yeah. But I don't reflect about it. You know what I mean? I didn't take the time to go, oh, how do I feel after I just kind of sat on Facebook or watched that political video on YouTube or whatever it might be? And does Jesus have something better for me than that?
That's such a good question.
And the answer is yes, he does.
Absolutely, he does.
So we were just talking about the importance of reflecting. Kurt,
I'm looking at you
back
and
on your
I
day
see
and
my
going,
face in yours.
oh, really?
Yeah, I'm reflected off of you. Yeah, you're like a mirror.
That's why you're so handsome.
Yeah.
The anatomy of desire.
The anatomy of desire.
So, Graham, you looked at certain things that said, hey, I desire more. Like maybe a previous job title. Saying
Nice segue.
But we want to enter into a fun realm here
Yeah, sure.
where we can, the four of us, plus our active listening audience.
Vast listening audience, I believe, is the term you usually use.
I'm using active intentionally because I want them to be active.
Okay.
So,
And
our-
vast.
And vast would be great. Yeah, 2,800. All 2,800 of you.
This year.
Well, total.
Yeah.
Pastor math, man. Pastor math.
Yeah.
So to have a discourse of what sort of role title could we come up for Graham that would be like
Fitting.
Yeah, when you see it on a business card, see it on the placard before walking in the room, you're like, this must be Graham's office because that's it.
CrossFit
I like that.
aficionado.
CrossFit aficionado.
I don't do CrossFit, but
Yeah, but you
I
look
like the
you
play on
might.
words.
Did he just wet
You
your
look like
whistle
you might.
to desire to do CrossFit though?
Yep.
You know, for a while I wanted to get back into CrossFit, but
So you
I'm
did
Back
afraid.
into CrossFit.
You were
Yeah, I did do CrossFit for a while. I actually,
Confession time.
I don't want to brag on myself.
Yeah. No,
So
you
in
don't.
Yes,
our,
you do.
In our school,
Yes, you absolutely do.
we had this like pseudo CrossFit thing going on at our school, and we had this tournament at the end. And if you won,
Did you flip tires?
it was
Tables.
it was like a bunch of different
Yeah,
workouts
okay.
and pull-ups and hang cleans
To wear
and
pull-ups.
stuff like that. Yep,
That's kind of embarrassing.
you had to wear pull-up. No, you did pull-ups. You pull your body weight up
Oh,
as many
okay.
times as you can.
I've heard of those.
But anyways, I at the end of that, I won the tournament.
You did.
Yeah.
I
Come on.
did, and I got 3 months
Yeah.
at a CrossFit box for
No
free,
way.
which is actually a pretty good deal.
Does it
Good-
come in the mail?
Nope, it didn't come in the mail.
Did you just
The
do
CrossFit
something
box?
technical?
Nope.
Nice.
So I went over to the CrossFit box for 3 months, and
Oh,
as a
that's what the
college
gym's
student-
called.
They're called boxes. Yeah, I don't know how
I
that
never
got
heard that
going.
before.
Yeah,
Oh.
learned something new today. Yeah, Scoville's last time. Scoville's.
Scoville. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I could.
Which we learned something really interesting
Yeah.
about that.
yeah, let me get
I
up.
went and I
Keep
watched
talking,
that
I'll
on
look this
YouTube.
up.
And they tell you the Scoville each time when you're the
Is it?
On hot ones,
Hot
yeah.
ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that the heat scale for
For peppers. and
for peppers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we learned that
capsaicin?
the California Reaper is actually 300 times more spicy than the jalapeno.
Yeah, my brother sent me an email after last week's episode with
Oh, he did.
with clarification
Nice.
of
Oh, wow.
different Scoville
There's your
units.
active audience
So
right there.
Here we
Yeah.
go. The bell pepper,
Yeah.
0 Scoville.
See, that's too hot for me.
A bell
0.
pepper. Jalapeno, 5,000.
Uh.
Habanero, 150,000. And then Carolina Reaper, which is what was on the one chip challenge that we were talking about, is 1,500,000.
Seems logarithmic.
Nice.
Yeah, is it actually like
Logarithmic.
10 times more, or is it?
Right.
I mean, how does it?
I mean, there's probably a curve to it,
Something, yeah.
but that's
Wow.
it. It's the Guinness World Record hottest pepper.
California
Says-
what?
It says
California-
feels like
California
eating
Reaper.
molten lava.
Now, is there a danger? Is there a
confirm-
danger? Can
I
you
can confirm that
can
that
you go
is
into the
accurate.
hospital? Do your
I
Oh,
wore,
sure.
get
we had
blistered?
to wear gloves to touch it, so
Yeah.
probably.
Who is this?
Wow.
Who?
Did you eat it?
Yes.
But you
You didn't
had
listen.
to wear.
Obviously,
Did
didn't
you
listen
listen
to
to the
last week's
podcast?
episode.
So
No, but tell me.
Yeah, I did.
Keenan?
So tell me,
can't tell you 'cause we
why-
talked about it.
Why would your fingers get hurt, but not your tongue?
No, it's so that if you might touch your eyes,
Eyes, okay.
it would be
Yes.
very
You
bad.
You don't want the oil.
That's a
on your
real
hand.
thing because Magdalene was cutting up jalapenos one
and
time.
now she's blind.
She did not wear gloves, and then she touched her eyes, and it was a bad night.
Yeah,
It was really
and that's
bad.
only
We had to, like,
5,000 Scoville units.
We had to put like milk on a towel. And
You
kinda
should have
dab
told
eyes
her,
and-
Magdalene, that was only 5,000 Scovilles.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
way worse.
Yeah.
Could be
1.5
300
mil.
times worse than
Yeah.
it is right now.
Give or take.
And then you could say to her, I won a CrossFit competition when I was in school.
She probably
By the
knows
way,
that.
So how did we get from
you
That's
know,
the first thing Graham told her.
you know,
Sorry,
sometimes I
we're-
think
the name of the box
we
was
think
Scoville?
our problems here on Earth are jalapenos versus if we don't know the Lord when we die,
It's a
gonna be
Carolina Reaper.
yeah, Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
And we think our problems here are bad, but man,
So what's your new title? Come on, Kurt. Gotta throw some good ones.
Pastoral team.
I'm going to say
Team
just
leader.
A minute. I'm going to say
Friend.
no.
friendly pastor.
So it comes
Friendly
to my
neighborhood
mind. I'm going to
pastor.
say spiritual unicorn.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you explain
You're
that?
unlike
Why
any
was-
other.
Please explain
Yeah.
that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Unlike any other.
Yeah.
Did you say spiritual unicorn or
Yeah.
spiritually
Because I
unicorn?
always have seen you as a spiritual yeti.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Meaning you can't find me? No, Yeti. Yeah, Yeti.
Like
is
the mountainous. Is it kind of like Bigfoot kind of?
Yeah. So mysterious.
Mysterious, elusive.
Can't be known. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You hide in a cave.
I'm a mystic. I'm a
Kind of
mystic.
wanders
Wait.
around.
Graham's diverting though.
Brings the Lord
I want to hear about this spiritual unicorn.
Yeah. Tell me
Talk
about
to us,
that.
Kurt, about that.
He's one of a kind. He can't be broken. He can't be ridden.
No.
Yeah.
Can't be broken. Can't be written.
Yeah.
It's like that movie Unbroken,
You've
maybe.
been made in the image of God, but you're unlike anyone else. You're like a snowflake.
Wow.
Not in the bad way. Not in the bad way.
One that doesn't melt.
No, not
pressure?
the one. Yeah, not
You're like an
fragile.
you're like an
Yikes.
Olaf snowflake.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Olaf, that's your title.
Survives the summer.
Survives the summer.
Man, thank you, Kurt.
Yeah.
I'd call
you.
him pastor pastor of the brook.
Okay.
Kind of like a regional pastor, but it's over in Westbrook, but it's hip. Like
Brook pastor.
apostrophe
The Brook.
Brook.
Dubrook.
Okay.
DeBrook. Yeah. No, I like that better. Pastor DeBrook.
He brooks no rivals.
Thank you, guys. Wow.
That's a word.
I feel like
Yeah.
Is it a verb?
I feel confused and filled up at the same time.
How about
And I'm worried about Scotland Scott that I've stepped on his turf.
Yeah, we
since
don't
he's
wanna do
kind
that,
of
right?
That's true.
the pastor of the brook in a lot of ways.
he's a pastor
My
with
ex
two
youth
first
pastor.
names.
Chad's a pastor of the brook as well, right?
This wasn't Ken. Ken
yeah,
McLeod.
Ken's.
A lot of
you're
I
right.
think
Brookies.
Scotland Scott, they call him the Wessie pastor. Remember Wessie?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
snake in the river.
Yep.
Your dad? No, your dad was big on the
giant
snow
python.
circle.
Yeah,
Ice.
what they call that?
The ice
the ice
circle.
disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Foley loved that too.
Who's Mike Foley?
He's the mayor.
Oh,
Do you know
oh,
Mike Foley?
Come on.
the president of the Brook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's the
The
mayor.
Brook.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah. No. So okay. So job titles. Like seriously, what should we call Graham? Team leader of pastoral team.
Pastoral team is Graham's self-proclaimed thing that he wrote on the.
What does that mean?
Google
so
Doc.
he is a team? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Part of the pastoral team.
That's what you wrote,
Remember.
dude. You wrote pastoral team.
Pastoral team.
I have proof. I just showed Keenan.
I honestly, it was just on the spot.
You sound like
I think.
you're like an X-Men. So you are more than one. You can just multiply.
I just wear a lot of hats,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
yeah.
I've never seen you wear a
I
hat.
see myself as many personalities.
Let alone with I've
in a
never
less
seen him with two
demonic
hats.
way.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like Lady Lydia and Go Dog Go. Do you like my hat? No, I do not.
You've lost me.
Oh, you guys never
See,
seen
I
Go Dog
feel
Go?
like though outreach pastor doesn't quite surmise Kurt.
No, it
When you think
doesn't.
of him.
Yeah, I mean, what would you call him?
Ecbolic pastor.
I don't know what that means.
Ecbolic is the gift of exorcism.
Oh,
Graham had that one stored up in his pocket. That's
I think
good.
you made that up still.
No, it really is. Look it up.
It's been waiting for years to use that.
Ecbolic is the church's term for
you go.
the church's spiritual gift for one
I
who
like-
can exercise
I
demons.
like spiritual Yeti the best. I think that was a good
You
description.
like that one?
Sage.
Yeah.
Pastoral sage pastor.
Ooh.
A
Gandalf
Yoda.
pastor.
Like kind of like Yoda. That's what I picture.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like when
Yoda
it's
but
like
taller.
yeah, it's like we don't always we don't need him on a daily basis, but we need him always around
Yes.
because we
Like
just know.
I'm like a snack.
Accurate.
Why do you say that?
Next.
Well, it's whenever you feel like it. Just go grab some of me.
Crap.
Yeah.
Next.
What about Adam?
What about me? I already have a title.
We need it. We need. Yeah, this is just too much fun though.
Oh, okay.
Adam's the deuce. See, that's the part of producer. Get it?
We already have someone named Deuce. She's on the worship team.
She's great.
Oh,
She's great.
Yeah.
no, I didn't know that.
But she's not the deuce. Like
No.
he wants to call you.
Producer. The deuce.
The Deuce.
I think that's gonna catch.
I hope not.
Oh, I think that would really stick well.
Digital media coordinator is just fine.
Yeah, you like that?
That's a
We
mouthful.
still haven't done
It is a mouthful, actually. Every time I have to make sure that I say all of
Digital
the
media
words
coordinator.
in
I feel
succession
like I need to
correctly.
take a sip of water before I say that.
Yeah, I need a nap after.
Oh, what a riot!
Yeah.
Could you describe the picture that's on your chest right now, Adam?
It's, I don't know, like a trail in the forest.
Oh, so it's not like something you know of.
Did you
It's-
iron that
it's
on?
Old, it's Old Navy. I
Oh,
don't know.
Okay. Oh,
I
You
love
didn't.
old
You didn't iron that
t-shirts.
on your
I
T-shirt.
thought maybe
No.
someplace you've walked before.
You just
It
put
might be, but probably not.
you just put a photo on your chest
Yeah.
for
So,
memories.
It'd be
Let's
cool
talk
if I
about-
took it, but I
Let's
didn't.
talk about all the downsides of having us on video.
Mm.
All
Zero.
the
Yeah,
downsides.
you don't think there's any downsides?
No, I think an upside is that people can finally see when one of you are talking and Keenan looks over at me really quickly and then makes a surprise like Jim Halpert face, or when he winks at me. Like
I
none of
think
you.
the downside
that
would
sounds like a
be
downside?
You never know when he winks at me.
No,
the
you don't.
downside would be that bathroom break you took earlier would not be as incognito
Yeah.
Yeah. See, nobody even knew about that
Until-
now.
until now. Yeah.
Until Graham
Yeah.
updated you on what we were talking about.
Right.
Yeah,
That was pretty obvious.
As if
You
people
outed
would
me,
not
yeah.
have known.
Oh, welcome back, Kurt.
I was very clandestine in the way I went about it, but then,
Maybe
Well,
that's,
you asked
maybe
what the
that's your new
downsides were.
title,
yeah,
the clandestine pastor.
yeah, we could do that.
I think the other
you
downside
have-
would be self-consciousness.
Yeah.
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 Well, now we
My
won't be
lip
as free.
quivers uncontrollably when I'm
Yeah.
on video. So
I've got Jack's 6 months old, and little Jack, his lip quivers every once in a while.
Oh, really?
It's not as if he's cold, but
That's
it's
a
the
baby
saddest
thing.
thing in the
Cry?
world to see this. No, it's just this weird little quiver. It's like,
oh,
buddy,
it's okay.
yeah, it's all you're all right.
Nervous.
He's gonna get a little quick quiver, and it's gone.
Jack is the biggest. What is he? 5 months?
6 months.
6 month. He's the biggest 6 month old
He's
I've
in
ever seen.
he's in 12 to 18
Giant.
month clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you admonish him
Kid's
when his
huge.
lip quivers? Do you yell?
No,
at him?
it's
Say,
funny.
"Go,
So-
knock it off, Jack.
Yeah, I
Hit the
wish.
road,
I
Jack.
thought. I honestly thought, guys, to be honest. Well, first of all, we thought the first kid we're gonna have was gonna be a boy. Took us by surprise.
Psych.
It was Hadley, which has been super surprising for me to be a girl dad. Because first of all, if I'm being honest, I was like, I'm not excited to be a girl dad. Absolutely love it.
I'm
It's
telling.
amazing.
I'm
It's
telling
okay.
her.
You can tell her someday. It's amazing.
Why did
I
you
love
think it was going to be a boy?
We just Ashley and I both had this
Okay, yeah,
sneaking suspicion. We didn't know
Okay.
the gender until baby came.
All right,
So-
so don't
Dance
don't trust your sneaking suspicions. anymore.
Hadley shows up.
How could you have a
changes my world.
suspicion? It's like random.
Yeah.
I just did. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what do you mean, how could I have a suspicion? There's like professional athletes that have to have a suspicion on whether it's going to be heads or tails for the sake of the Super Bowl.
Right. Right. Did you do
Yeah.
any like the string over the belly thing?
We did not do any witchcraft. No,
No
Graham.
witchcraft. Okay. Yeah. Me
That's a
neither.
good. That's good.
Me either. So then on the second child, we're again sneaking suspicion, which we shouldn't have listened to apparently, that we're going to have a second girl. Then Jack comes out. So I always thought when I have a boy, I'd be like this tough, rough and tough kind of dad. Like, oh, tough. That kid melts my heart.
Are you a soft little
I'm
baby?
so soft. I'm more soft probably with Jack than I am with Hadley.
Really?
Now Hadley's
Just
a little bit
wait
of
until
a
he turns
terror.
13, though.
I know, right? But Jack has this, like, he's massive. He's this huge kid that's like all over your lap in your arms late at
6
night
feet
trying
tall.
to fall asleep. And he's got this little like coo and whine that you're like, this kid should have this deep baritone voice at this point, but he doesn't.
He's still a baby.
Yeah, he's just
Hey,
a baby.
Dad.
Yeah.
Papa, put me to bed.
Father.
Father.
No one understands. Inside joke.
Oh, man.
So yeah,
Those kids, they find their way into your heart.
little Jack and his quivering. You've
man.
experienced that in your old age.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have this little ritual with Kana in the morning now. I got it on video. I can show you guys
He
later.
said, "Wait till he's 13." He has no clue.
No clue.
Graham's barely 13.
I live my life backwards, like Benjamin Button, so I've experienced all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that makes
complicated.
sense.
I can't really
You're right.
explain it fully. No, but I have this little ritual with Kana in the morning where she's in the backseat of the car, and then I say, "I'm strong," and then she repeats after me, "I'm confident. I got this." And then I say, "I'm loved by God. I'm filled by the Holy Spirit, and I'm destined to do great things." And so she shouts it back at me. It's the funniest thing.
That is a riot.
She can't pronounce it all. Like when I say, I'm
Did you get that
destined to
from
do great
Joel
things, she
Osteen?
goes, yeah.
It's
That
like
was actually
holy brainwashing. I like it.
Yeah, it was kind of my Tony Robbins mixed with Scott Tobby mixed with.
I want
a couple
you
other
to
things.
put that on your business card.
What?
Well, your whole phrase.
What
that
if
you
we
told
just?
me.
What if
Oh,
his
really?
name?
Yeah.
We should
Put that on
literally
there?
put this on the website. Just his name is Hype Man.
Hype man.
That's
it.
Man.
That's
Hype
his
man pastor.
title. No, Pat. Just
I don't
Hype
know,
Man.
Keenan. I feel like you're taking that from me. I feel
Hype
like
man?
yeah.
No, I can.
I don't
never
know.
be
You
hype
bring
man
a lot
like
of
you.
energy.
Oh, sorry.
I can definitely like pep it up when I get on stage, but I feel like everywhere you go, you're the Energizer Bunny.
I just keep on going.
I'm the sleeping bunny.
Sleeping.
That's cute.
No, you're
You're
kinda,
the old-
you're more zen, Kurt.
Yeah. Let's ask the Deuce what he thinks.
I feel like you're just.
You have a
I feel
bottle.
like you're just sitting cross-legged on the floor until somebody comes.
I feel like
for
Kurt
you.
has a bottled enthusiasm.
Under a,
I give audiences.
You also sprint up the stairs to your office every time.
I gotta
see
work
you
out.
come up.
Yeah. Gotta make the most of your steps.
I guess.
Yeah.
Kurt drives the knees. But anyways,
have to.
so I think your hype moment with Kana, I like that. That's great.
Yeah, it was fun. Who knows? Maybe it'll stick. Maybe it'll be a thing that we do. And
I can barely get Hadley to say
hope
thank
those
you,
truths
Daddy.
Sink in. Oh, really?
Yeah. She goes, thank you, Daddy. I go, I don't know.
Kana's, she's just pretty ahead on the words for whatever reason. She's caught to those really quickly. Maybe it was Coco Melon. I don't know why.
Oh,
what
man,
it
don't
is,
talk
but-
about that.
Yeah, we stopped putting
Not a
Coco Melon
sponsor.
on.
No.
What
no.
is that? I don't know. What
Coco Melon's like a kid nursery
Like a type of
rhyme
melon,
type
but
of-
it's made out of chocolate.
So it's not really food. It's a rhyme.
Oh, it's a
No,
TV
it's
show.
just- It's
Oh.
just like kids Netflix show.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I thought it was a YouTube channel.
It's actually taken some notes from Adam to make full circle. Adam's little algorithm comment about Instagram. Coco Melon kind of capitalized and monopolized on that for kiddos.
Yeah.
So it's created patterns of noise, color, background noise, giggling, motion in the
Yes.
in the actions of the characters that completely lock in and just
puts kids into a
mesmerize.
hypnotic state.
It does. It really
like
does.
When
Like,
when
must
my
be
daughter
helpful
watches
as
it,
a
she's
parent.
just open mouth drools. She's like,
Yeah, Hadley
completely
the same
zoned
thing.
out.
You can't
Yeah.
even, and any other shows
It's
that are kind of
scary.
lame, the phenomenon does not happen.
Looking around, passively watching.
Sounds occultic.
Well, it's
well,
very.
there's this whole thing on social media that's, I don't know if this is fake news or not, but talking about how Coco Melon causes autism
wow.
or like
That's a bold
think it
statement.
can
ADD
cause
or something like that. Asterisk.
Yeah, but it
think-
challenges. It does something to the kids' minds at that developmental age. Is not good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
Ash and I saw it like,
Well, it definitely puts my girls in a vegetative state.
and they want it more.
With
Is
great
that-
power
is that
comes
your
great
purpose?
responsibility, though. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Right.
but they want more
Sometimes
of it.
that's good.
Yeah, no. Whenever I go through the different shows on the different platforms, if I go past Coco Melon, Kana still Coco Melon. I want Coco Melon. And
Yeah.
we like don't watch Coco Melon in our house at all.
No.
She still remembers it and still
Yes.
wants to watch
Same
it.
thing with
It's
Hadley.
like
It's
cocaine.
been months since
It's
we watched
a weird drug phenomenon. They talk
think
about
I've-
Cocaine
dopamine.
melon.
I think I've seen this before because I have grandkids.
You must have.
Yeah.
It's so popular.
It's like a dopamine rush thing that they all attribute. But yeah, no, it's
Science.
crazy. See, my poor daughter, I say, Hadley, can you say the name of your bunny? And she goes, Jojo. I said, can you say the name of?
Some cocoa melon.
Oh,
That's the
please.
intro.
Oh. And then I say, Hadley, can you say the name of your brother, Jack Jack? After she says Jojo, and she goes, Buddy. She won't name her brother anything but Buddy. And she goes up to him and goes, Hi, Buddy. And so everyone's
That's
all
creepy.
upset because the poor kid doesn't
Kana
even have
has a
name.
really hard time with pronouns, which I'm nervous about, especially in our world today. Because so she calls her sister Claire him. She goes, I want to hold him. But then I'm thinking she intentionally mispronounced people because with my dad, who she calls Chiefy, she goes, where's Chiefy? I want to see her. I want to see Chiefy. And so she calls Chiefy her.
Wow.
And then her sister a him. And I'm just like, then we always correct her.
Maybe
But
Larry's
it's almost
got to
as
get
if
his
she's
beard
doing
grow. Yeah.
The beard's looking full.
Is
I
it?
don't think it's
Okay.
his fault.
All right.
I don't think it's his fault. Kurt, what do they call you?
Yeah, what's your
Oh,
Pop?
I think I'm Papa right now.
Papa?
Just right now.
I don't know, whatever they want to
Do you
do
like
later
that?
We
on.
could call him. We could just put him Papa.
Yeah.
If
That's
we got rid of
endearing.
old
No,
titles.
okay.
Grandfather
Okay with whatever they want
is
to
a
do.
little
Grandfather.
feels a little
Yeah.
too formal
Yeah,
to me,
a little
at
bit.
least personally.
Hmm.
Wow, this has been invigorating
Has it?
conversation. Yeah.
Well,
I didn't get to talk about the chosen billboards, but maybe that's
yeah,
for
that's
another
that's
time.
for another time.
That's
Deuce
a
over
little
here is
too-
trying to make us wrap it up.
I'm not trying anything, and I'm no longer going to respond to that name. So
No, it's the deuce.
I like that.
The
Way to
Deuce.
Stick up for yourself.
Well,
Keenan,
I'm not good at that.
give us your 30-second Jesus pitch. I'm in an elevator with you.
Okay,
I feel like my life is fine.
great.
I got everything I want. And you're going to try to wet my whistle a little bit and tell me why I need Jesus.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get my head wrapped around. I'm kind of watching you walk in the elevator.
Yep. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you today?
Can't complain. Life's good to me.
Yeah,
Got
life is
everything I
good.
want.
Yeah, everything.
Pretty much.
Do you ever find yourself late at night just wondering, hey, man, is there more to this life? Is there more to be had?
I don't know. I'm pretty tired by the end of the day.
Pretty tired.
I just kind of get on my phone and flip through it until I fall asleep.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you're going through all of that effort to achieve what? Imagine if you got to know the creator of you in this world, the life that you could have in him.
Kurt's feeding me.
Kurt's coaching him over
Answers.
here.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm all set.
That's all right. Well, I'm going to pray for you that he fills you with the power of the Holy Spirit, convicts you of your sin, and you will repent and declare Jesus as Lord.
Wow, thank you. I've never had anyone say that to me before. Hey, whatever you have, I can tell that you earnestly feel that way. And I don't know. I haven't really felt passionate about something in a while. So maybe there's something to it. I'll look into that.
Great.
You put a pebble in my shoe, young man.
I don't know what I just witnessed.
I think that was a very unrealistic conversation.
There's nothing
lost
worse than having a
control.
pebble in your shoe.
That was the most awkward moment I think that's ever happened on our podcast.
If you intentionally put a pebble in my shoe, I would be upset with you. I'd be like, why?
The deuce would drop one on
Oh,
you.
man. I am.
We've
Oh,
officially
that was
Think we're
good.
done.
lost it.
Well, I hope you guys are laughing along.
I think that's our cue to end.
Come to Tuesday night prayer.
Come to Tuesday prayer.
night
Email
prayer.
me if you want to. Adam@eastpoint.church. Comments, criticisms, concerns.
Graham's roll title.
Graham's title. We'll see you next week.